So we're walking in the Hanoi Old Quarter. One thing about Hanoi, very similar to Ho Chi Minh City, sidewalks do exist, but they're for motorbikes and for restaurants, meaning you have to literally walk through traffic because they do not have sidewalks for walking here. So every sidewalk is filled with motorbikes and shops, which means all the tourists have to walk on the street. And I think we're going to the local market. So as we get closer to the big market, there's a lot of food stalls here. Some kind of meat product. Patties, looks like fish patties maybe. Fruit and veggies. Yeah, adds flavor. The exhaust from the motorbikes adds to the flavor. Just follow mommy, bud. Some dried squid. Some dried other fish. I know my wife really likes this. I've had it. It's pretty good. Salty, tasty, dried fish. Similar to what I saw in Portugal on the coast. So very neat. And this looks like cinnamon, all sorts of spices. Don't touch. Very cool. And we're deciding where to go next. But this is definitely the spice market. Very cool. Nick hates the sun. A lot of seafood. We're now in the indoor, semi-covered area of the market. The smell and the stickiness on the floor is intense. Again, a lot of spices. We can walk through here. See, it's a little cooler in here. There's fans. You can smell all the spices, more dried fish. It's a relief getting out of the sun. My son Nikolai absolutely hates the heat and the sun and the humidity. I do too, but I hide it better. So it's been tough for him, but he's being a trooper. He keeps walking. And now we're cutting through pistachios. Again, lots of dried, yummy stuff. And now we're at another part of the market. I think this might be more like clothing now. This looks like the clothing. Shoes galore. Shoes everywhere. Kids' shoes, women's shoes, men's shoes. Shoes, shoes, shoes. It should be noted, this is the market, so I assume most of these shoes are made in Vietnam. But the big shoe production companies like Nike, they actually have factories all over Vietnam, and they're moving a lot of their production out of China because of labor costs. And of course, Vietnam has cheaper labor costs than China, also very lax environmental regulations. So it's very interesting. You'll also see, of course, a lot of pirated items here. So you're going to see Gucci bags that are like a few dollars. So it's very common to find pirated goods. Now, the quality of the pirated goods compared to the stuff you get, I don't know. It seems I couldn't tell the difference. My wife insists, obviously, that there's a lower quality to the stuff that's fake name brands, but I don't know. You'd fool me. So years ago, I actually bought Armani ties in a market, and they're about $1 each. Now we're in the hat city. Hats galore. Here you go. Some jewelry. We're walking through very fast. We're not really stopping anywhere, because I think if you stop, they assume you might want to barter. I don't know if this actually appeals more to the tourists, this market, or if any of the locals. You certainly see tourists buying stuff, and if they most even know that you're supposed to actually negotiate each price. Sunglasses. So we're now leaving the indoor market, and I'll continue in a moment. So my parents-in-law just took a photo of this monument, 1946. Of course, you have the resistance after World War II when Japan left. And then, of course, you had the buildup of Vietnamese resistance when the French retook their colonies. That resistance would last from 1946 until 1954 when the French were kicked out for good. And now we continue. The beauty of Apple and Google Maps is when you get twisted around, click on the app and find your way back. So we got a little twisted around, but we got the right track. Some apartment buildings up here. This looks like a very old building. We don't know what that fruit is. My father-in-law just said what kind of fruit that is. I don't know what he said. And I'm trying not to hit my head here as I walk through. Just follow Mom. We're almost there, bud. Well, that's Tom. So we found our way back. The hotel's right around the corner. It's a beautiful old gate to the old quarter. Love it. See if I can take any photos here of this gate. Really cool. And so my wife also found some of her favorite noodles. So we're gonna take my son back to the hotel. He's struggling in the heat. This is the dishwasher. This is how they wash after people eat on the street. And my wife said, okay. I think she means don't do any more video. Stay to the right, buddy. Here's one of these tourist little carts, electric, grilling right on the street. See the charcoal. There's a car right here. And we have almost arrived at our hotel. That was quite the adventure. Drink some water when we get in the hotel, sit in the AC. And my wife now says my favorite word in the whole world that I use, nightmare. Right, bun? All right, that's it.